Yo, what's up, guys? It's currently 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know if you can see. Currently 5 a.m. in the morning, and I've literally just pulled an all-nighter. And I just want to say, like, intensity is so important, and efficiency as well. Like, as intent as you are, especially in the early phases, when you're just building what you're building, it's very difficult, and in the background you don't necessarily see all the work that goes into it. And for me, like, I feel so energized in what I'm working that it doesn't really feel like work. But I also do understand that the importance of, these times, like in the early phases when you're just building and you have to pull those all-nighters and you just sit with the team, just building and grafting throughout the night, because at the end of the day, you're creating something that, is not tangible yet to the outside world. Neither is it to you as well. So you basically trying to create something, that hasn't been created before into your life. And that's extremely difficult. And sometimes, like, I ask myself, like, are these late nights really worth it? Is it really worth it, like, pushing 12 hours, plus on a daily basis? Sleeping at 5, not getting the best of sleep, you know. Nowadays I do realize the importance of sleep, but at the same time, I just love the game so much that, going to sleep is kind of difficult for me, of which I have to probably change and probably will change in the future. But right now, I'm just so obsessed with what we're building and how we're going to go about building it, that staying up and just energized by what we're doing and just being fully intentional in what we're building, as well as having that intensity in the sense of urgency by setting out tasks that normally take 2 weeks to get them done in 5 days. It's not easy. It's extremely difficult. But when you push yourself to want the best out of your life and you're intentional with intensity, you get so much further. I have very big goals. I set out very massive goals because I want to hit the massive goals that are in line with who I am and how all of my past experiences have led me to this point, and that's so difficult that it demands a lot from me. It demands me to be the best possible shape, possible efficiency, in what I'm doing and what I'm building. And it's not easy at all, because I know that in my heart what I'm building is not just for me, and with that it brings that sense of intensity, intentional intensity that drives me to build a lot more. I do probably need to sleep a lot more, but right now I think it's also like, if you're watching this, it's also dependent on which stage in your life you're at. In my life, I'm currently in the intentional intensity phase, where I have to just be intense with intention. And some of you might be in the stage where that might not play to your cards at best, and you might want to save time in exchange for money. It's all about which stage in your life you're at and recognizing where you're at. And I do recognize that I'm in a phase or stage in my life where I need to be intense. I need to be very intense with intention. It's one thing being intense, like, you can be intense without having the right systems in place, the right processes, but when you have that in place and you're intentional with the right systems, with the right tools, with the right people, you build a lot more, and you're much more and you're much further than you would have been without those systems in place. It's very important to save your time and to buy back your time, but it also just depends which stage you're at, and for me, the late nights, are definitely extremely hard, but I know that one day I will look back and be extremely proud of myself for all the late nights that I've pulled, all the effort, the energy, the sacrifices that I've made to get to this point. And I will forever, be the same person that I am, intentional intensity. Because with that sense of intensity, you move a lot more, like it's like if you tell yourself like this is your last day, on earth, you move with a lot more energy than you would if you just thought that you'd live forever, and it should probably never not be like that. Just being very intense and intentional with what you're doing, you move mountains and you move everything out of the way just to make it work, and that's just something I've been thinking about, and I just wanted to share with you guys. As like I'm just working. Gonna head off to bed now, probably just get a good 3-4 hours of sleep, and then we go again. It's fun. I personally, I would not trade it for anything in the world, and I'm very grateful. I get to experience this stage in my life, because the journey is so important, and sometimes it goes by so quick that you just forget to enjoy the moment. And I'm enjoying the moment right now, no matter how difficult it is, to just keep everything afloat and be as efficient as possible. But it all just comes to knowing which stage you're at and who you are and what is right for you. And once you pick that and you figure that out, it becomes a lot easier. I've been doing this for a very long time. Probably not the best of sleep, and my friends always have me, but just grateful to get to build, and grateful to share these experiences and this journey phase that I'm at. So super excited. So I'm finished. Absolutely cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. So I'm just gonna head off to bed now, and I hope that I shared something that will be super valuable to you guys, and on your journey and what you're building. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.